Welcome back to the Freedom 250 of the Back Road Banner podcast, everybody.
Yeah, we're doing it on the right day, not June 14th.
On the right day, at the right time, and celebrating the right reason for another in-person podcast here. It's all about America. It's all about our awesomeness. It's all about, freedom and whatever else we talk about, probably sports and
250. Yeah.
And 250. So find the relevance in 250 for you, and, because we found it in ours. I don't know. But welcome back to another week. It has certainly been exactly that, a week. And, well, we're here celebrating, aren't we, Wyatt?
We are. We're under the same roof, and this roof may look a little different. It's not that different. This is just a corner of my studio room that you don't see.
Yeah, we're just showing you
the
off.
camera's just facing the other way. Everything's still the same. But yeah, we're here. We were going to be in the living room I feel like it would have been a little bit of a better setup, a little less awkward seating situation, but it's hotter than fucking
super hot in there. It is,
shit.
Yeah.
It's brutal. This room is not.
We are getting some 1930s Dust Bowl heat wave on the East Coast this week. So
yeah, it's quite literally 90 degrees in the living room. So it's not in here. It's nice in here. This is a small room. Got the air conditioner going. It's comfortable. So we pulled in a chair. And
if you hear anything, it's just that. So ignore that and listen to us.
It's the only way that we're staying alive. And you will probably continue to hear it until like September.
Yeah.
So
we will be celebrating hard today and staying cool the rest of the year, hopefully.
Yeah. I'll be celebrating hard tomorrow as well.
I will not be. I will be, but in a much different way, very family-oriented, non-public way.
Yeah. Some people out there might be celebrating Wild Hard.
Well, that will happen eventually. You can't. That's all what the 4th of July is all about. That's how our country really started. We're a country of immigrants, but once those immigrants got here, they had babies, and that's how we're here. So, yeah.
This is good.
Welcome to history class. Those are good, aren't they?
They are
those
good.
Are really good.
I almost drank the whole thing already.
Yeah. I like those actually better than the red, white, and blue one, oddly enough.
Yeah.
We're drinking American today. Wyatt's got them party pack of Twisted Teas looking good. We got ourselves some beer right here. Bud Light, of course. It's not 2022, so they're not gay anymore. Neither are we.
Dude, if you ask the people that I work with, they're still pretty gay.
Well, yeah, but those people are just retards.
That's true.
Yeah. Now Bud Light's retarded as well. I don't think corporations can really be sexually charged in any way, but
that month is over.
That's what they gotta do. Yeah. This is all about America, baby.
That month is in the past. This is July, goddammit.
It is July. That's what's crazy. It's July, everybody. Did you know that 250 years ago we became a country? And that actually started about 4 or 5 years beforehand. But the overall point is people came over that spoke similar to us, but not exactly like us. We didn't like that. Decided to throw their nasty, rotten tea into harbor. The king pretty much got on TikTok and was like, they're really doing all this. We're going to send my ships after us. And all of our hillbilly farmers gathered together and was like, you know what? We don't need this. We don't want this. And so basically, they just met with the king and had a very civil, calm conversation with no violence, no deaths, no nothing.
George Washington definitely didn't fuck up anybody's Christmas.
No. George Washington himself, I actually don't even know who that is. They say that he led the Revolutionary War, but that war was basically just a 5-minute conversation between Thomas Jefferson and the King of England. So,
Paul Revere texted his homies and said the British are coming.
Yeah, he
hit the group chat and said, "Oh shit, they're here.
They're here, bro. You better come out." And you know what they did? We came out. We showed up, and that's why we're here today. So thank you, everybody, for that very wrong and disastrous history lesson. There will be.
This is the misinformation show.
There will be real history. I have a lot. I could go off. We'll throw one real history fact in. I think Paul Revere actually is overrated because there was a number of carriers that were sending those messages, and there was actually 2 writers that were along with Paul Revere that entire time. So,
he must have just been the only one that said the word coming, and everybody thought it was funny. They're like, "That's sweet."
So on that, yeah,
Yeah, he
you're
said
going in the history books,
he,
brother.
he said the British are coming, and then everybody else was like, "It's lucky British." I'm not.
When's my turn? Yeah. So there's some history. We can get into it more. We've got all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about I don't know, just everything America, because we got to be very appreciative today. Complain a lot on this podcast, but my gosh, where else are we fortunate enough to have a day off from work to get to sit and just BS and, be appreciative that our country is awesome and there are so many spoiled bitches within it that, it gets a little hazy, we'll say, in terms of line of sight for national pride. But
wait until you interact with one of the human beings that doesn't get the day off.
I already have, and I find it funny. And I'm like, yeah, it's another thing. I'm for capitalism and I'm for a free market economy, which means you're working for me. Yeah, I get to make the rules.
I technically didn't get the day off. I spent this morning doing oil and gas shenanigans.
No, yeah. See, I got the day off because the state of West Virginia said so.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, state.
She stayed. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. That's right. Gave those mountains a kiss, and
I might as well have got the day off. I had a very light day, and I was done at noon. So that's a lot better than getting absolutely barbecued in the sun for 10 hours.
Yeah. This is the one day that every American that doesn't have a family wants off.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that'll work pipeline or field work. They don't really care about the holidays as much if they don't have anything that they have to do. They'd rather get holiday pay and, really stock up. But 4th of July is one that everybody wants to be drunk with. They want to be out on the boat. They want to be enjoying time, doing something, whatever it is.
By the grill somewhere.
Oh, goodness. Well, I planned a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm going to be honest, it's all the way up the floor, so we're just going to
I was just looking at it, too. I was just looking at this sheet down there.
I can't even pretend that I can see it because it's so far down there that my big, bold American brown eyes will not allow me to see beneath me. It's just what happens whenever awesomeness enters your bloodstream. We're kind of born with it. We're very fortunate.
Yeah. It also helps that we may or may not have had alcohol in our bloodstream as well. Before we got.
Well, that's another fortunate thing about this country. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. A great man once said, and he said that within the confines of this country, which makes it great times two.
It's actually 5 o'clock right here.
Well, would you look at that?
It's 5 o'clock right here. 6 minutes ago.
Everybody open up your can of Bush's Baked Beans this weekend. Make sure you have yourself about a 12-pack. Really enjoy the weekend, soak in, and, enjoy yourselves.
We had a guy at work yesterday that was chugging mustard.
I understand health-wise why. I would have puked.
Yeah. Yeah, he was cramping the day before, and somebody told him, mustard helps with cramps. So this sumbitch brought an entire bottle of mustard, and apparently he was just, taking shots of mustard.
So does pickle juice. Pickle juice helps with cramps.
I actually heard that today. Yeah. I didn't know about that.
I've never cramped in my life. Crapped, but I've never cramped. Yeah. Never cramped. Always got that pickle juice on me. Drank a whole thing. By the way, pickle juice is very delicious, but for anybody out there that wants to think like it is only healthy, it is absolutely healthy. There is no negative side effects to your actual body itself, but you do feel side effects because you're drinking nothing but vinegar. And the concentration of sodium that is within that vinegar mixed with the actual ingredients of vinegar makes for quick bowel movements and very rapid. So you do not want to overdrink your pickle juice. You really have to actually watch how much you drink.
You sound like you know this from experience.
Oh, I do it every time. I drink my entire bottle. We got back last week, and I literally went to Beckley after working just so that I could pick up pickle juice. We got back, and Eugene saw that because the bottle's this tall, he saw half the bottle was gone, and was like, "You just," because he knows I tell him to drink it, and he drinks it, but I guess he just takes swigs. He said, "You just drink that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "That'll be gone before I get home. It's hard not to." But then I had to give him the warning that I pay the price. That's what happens when it's that good. Welcome to America.
It's awesome. Well, we could do business as usual for a second. What is your last week consist of?
Oh, what's my last week consist of? Oh, goodness. I'm sure it consisted of some goodness.
Dude, yeah, my news for the last week's boring as all get out.
Uh, yeah, just regular life stuff. Nothing impressive. The only thing progression that I'll touch on is I put together, or I went and talked with Foundations this week at the university about my coloring book, which has been really cool. Um, so that's talking to them. I got a proposal that it's actually in that bag that I'm putting together, and then I'm going to present it to them, and then they're going to present it to the board, and we're going to see if I can get that shit published and stuff. Well, not self-published, just they publish it or they buy it from me, buy the rights from me. Other than that, that's about it. That's where I've just been focusing on that coloring book and work itself. Nothing real crazy's happened. It's just catching up and trying to get ahead. So normal stuff, regular American stuff. That's why I'm here. I'm American. I'm gonna mention it a billion times because we are. That's it.
That's what today's about.
Yeah. That's about it. I really didn't. Nothing out of the usual. I'm always seeing family, always working on the weekends, always doing this. So nothing too fun.
Yeah. I think I came minutes within a heat stroke 3 times.
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
it's been atrocious. I was gonna say for anybody that's not dealing with the heat wave, you can go to hell. But there's almost a 0% chance that anybody watching this hasn't been dealing with the
Yeah,
heat wave.
just some.
Because there's people that we know.
Yeah.
So they've all been dealing with it at least a little bit. It's been bad, man. It's been a real shitty time to work 10 hours a day outdoors.
It's the worst heat that I can ever remember. Starting with the start time in terms of when it's hot, because it's literally hot at 5:30 in the morning.
This recording's a lot later than we normally do it. And that's a good thing because the latest that I've stayed up all week is 9 o'clock and it was yesterday. That's it.
Yeah.
Like Monday I was out at like 8. Tuesday I think I was out at 7:30.
That's faith. That's faith. Don't get pregnant, people. Then you just puke your guts up and sleep a lot.
But also, what's wrong with me, dude? Maybe I'm pregnant.
Maybe you're. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna be honest. You better tell Jocelyn that she's taking care of it.
Yeah, by herself.
That's
I'll
he said.
put the Uno reverse card on her.
Listen, I'll get you to 9 months, but after that, it's on you. I can't do anymore.
I'll hit her with all Uno reverse card.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I know I've done stuff, but I've just been like so out of it, and so.
Dude, I haven't done shit. I didn't do shit till today. Guess we talk about what we did today. Justin drove here, and then we went to O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and then Walmart, and then we may or may not have had a couple of drinks at Red Robin, along with food.
Yeah.
I feel like we did something in between that and now. Oh, we went to the store and bought these beers.
Yep, we got some drinks, and then we got festivityed up.
Yeah, we went to Red Robin. Us, just 2 dudes, ordered probably 2 of the gayest beverages that you've ever seen.
Without doubt.
The waitress probably definitely thought that we were not straight men,
Yep.
but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because this is America.
This is America, baby. You can't judge, and if you do, then you know what? I'm probably still gonna come back because this is America, and you have the right to do so.
You used to be allowed to judge. You can't now.
You can still judge. You just have to face the You just have to face the consequences.
Yeah, you just might lose your job for judging.
But here's the thing: if you're judging wrongly, then yeah, consequences will happen. But if you make a fair judgment, then nothing can be done. So just make sure that you have good points. Then you're good. Don't be a racist piece of shit just to be a racist piece of shit for a purpose.
Yeah, you gotta mean it.
Yeah.
You gotta mean that shit.
And they gotta be.
Heart. Yeah.
They gotta really be one. Everybody's gotta agree with it. You can't. Come on, now. You can't be a piece of shit just to be a piece of shit. Well, you can be actually. This is America. Welcome to America, baby. I guess you can be. You shouldn't be though.
Yeah, you go about an hour north of here, you'll find people that just are.
I know a few myself. It happens. Hopefully you're not. If you're watching this and you're a piece of shit, thank you for watching this. And thanks for watching this, man.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna call him a piece of shit.
Happy birthday. I was going to, but then again, though, you're watching this, so you're probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a piece of shit, you already turned it off.
Yeah. Also, if you're a piece of shit, you got tired of the things that we were saying a long time ago.
A long time
So,
ago.
yeah,
You just
you
stumbled. Yeah, if you're a piece of shit and you're watching this, you stumble across it for the first time.
We say a lot of randomness. We say, well, that's about it. Randomness is the best way to put it because it can be factual, it can be opinionated, it can be sports related, it can be quite a variety of things. But it is original and it is us for the most part. You know, obviously exaggerated to some extent because we want to have fun for ourselves and create memories to look back on whenever we're older. But it's because it's America. America. It's so funny. I tried to get my the commercial that you guys will see later and possibly have seen on social media by now. I tried to get America Fuck Yeah on there, but it did not sound right, so I did not do it, and I didn't want to pay Apple Music to put it on, so I did not. But we will play that song.
We can just do what they do on Protect Our Parks and just play it on one of our devices
That's what I.
while
Yeah.
they drink beers.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
We're gonna rip off. We're gonna rip off what was definitely their
Everybody.
idea. Nobody's ever.
Yeah,
done
nobody's
that
ever done
before.
that.
Yeah.
Like the people that created it definitely didn't do that when they created it. Oh, by the way, this has nothing to do with it, but a fun fact. Matt and Trey from South Park, they are actual professional voice actors and are in Pixar and Illumination Studio. Like they are legit voice actors, not just on their own stuff. So that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's what you can do.
I'm not surprised that they're like. I'm kind of surprised that they do other things. And I'm not surprised that they're voice actors because they both together do.
They do everything. They do.
They do the voice of almost all of South Park.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they're voice actors. I'm surprised they're real
They
voice
do
actors.
other stuff.
Yeah, because to be a voice actor, to be a voice actor on your own stuff, that means that you really had to sleep with the person that's hiring.
So I tried to see like what all they were in, and I searched Matt Stone because that's one of their names. You know, Matt Stone is also the name of Arkansas State Senator. One of them.
Not.
Let's see what else Matt Stone was in, then we'll check Trey Parker. Jesus Christ. Jesus versus Frosty. That was the original South Park. Did you know that?
Jesus versus Frosty.
Or yeah, it was see?
Get open my shit.
That was what South Park was made from, was they had like a little short film they made out of construction paper.
See, I remember that. I don't know if I've ever watched it except for a few seconds on YouTube there. Man.
Yeah, I can't see him in he's in other stuff, but I can't see him in anything that I've heard of. Where's Trey Parker? It's crazy how long South Park's been going on. These guys are not that old. Like
Yeah.
they're old. They're 55 and 56, and they've been doing South Park. South Park came out a month before I was born.
Yeah.
Was when season 1 started. So 97. So that means, yeah, they started this almost around our age is when they started South Park, which is insane.
Yeah, they were younger than us. Yep. Pretty impressive, because those are the things you can do in America. You can dream. You can turn a paper mache cartoon project into longest running television series that has ever aired. You can make fun of everything from Jesus to the devil to the presidents and Al Gore. You can do whatever you want in America because we're awesome and you have the freedom and capability to, and it's something that we have to appreciate, even with all of our fucking shitty flaws. We are way awesome and cool. And I think a good way to look at that would be the Bill of Rights. I don't think people understand what the Bill of Rights are, but they are a piece of paper that outlines our rights and that is within the Constitution. It was ratified 4 years, started 4 years before it was officially, started 4 years before it was officially ratified. We have the greatest piece of document that has ever existed, and that is the U.S. Constitution. We are amazing. We are awesome. And within that, there's no reason to doubt.
Dude, Trey Parker was in Despicable Me 3.
Was on what?
Despicable Me 3.
Yeah, no, he's a legit voice actor. Yeah, he's in a new one that's coming out too. He's in the newest one that's coming out. The Minions one.
Minions and Monsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody, pull out your Bill of Rights, read through them, and let me know what your favorite is. I'm about to tell you my favorite. Oh, it's so dumb to read through these. The best one is the first one because they put it first. And that's just freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of speech, and
Can we start at the back of this packet here?
yeah, we can start anywhere. These are just a bunch of things that I threw in here that I printed out just to have.
I'm interested in this. The 25 bizarre state laws still in the books.
Okay, we're gonna switch over. Everybody, read your Bill of Rights. They're still important. You need to know. I'm on the draft. Look, I've got everything. Yeah, let's run through those. Fun and random. Fun and random. Yeah, so we'll just start off with one. I'll just read through some. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive blindfolded.
That's hilarious because, like, yeah, does that imply you can do it everywhere else? Want to go try in Pennsylvania?
It may not be outlawed. That's the problem. It may be such a stupid thing that only in Alabama did you find somebody that tried to do it. So, I agree with that law. It should still be a law. Alaska, you can't wake a sleeping bear just to take a picture.
Well, no, that's bullshit. I
Yeah.
thought this was America.
This is America. You should be able to do what you want. And realistically, how many bears wake me up to take pictures? A fucking ton. So, a little bit of bias on the bear population.
Arizona, donkeys can't sleep in bathtubs. Says fucking who? What if it's just...
The bullet point says that it dates back to a real flood incident in the 1920s, which
What if the
means
donkey just does it himself? What if there's just like a bathtub that some redneck's got sitting outside in his yard, and then he's also got a donkey, and the donkey climbs in there himself? Are they going to arrest the donkey? Are they going to arrest whoever's at fault here?
I'm honestly not sure. They might have to euthanize the donkey, or they arrest the donkey and euthanize the people.
The owner
What?
of the bathtub and the donkey get put down.
What's the flood incident that happened in Arizona in the 1920s that caused the law that donkeys can't sleep in bathtubs?
Oh, sorry, that was Arizona. I think I said Arkansas. I skipped ahead and read Oregon because that's the next one.
1924 incident in Kingman, Arizona. A local dam broke and flooded the valley, washing away a donkey that was napping in an abandoned bathtub. The costly, time-consuming rescue by townspeople alleged prompted the community to petition for an unusual law. Okay. Why is a donkey that valuable? Well, then again, 1924 it might have been. So that is stupid.
Go and read Arkansas for us, Justin.
Arkansas. You may not honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.
Define near. I want to know that.
I want to.
Like, what if you live near a sandwich shop?
Why does Arkansas have a state law that says you cannot honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.?
I think it's bullshit. That's another one of those, I thought this was America's situation.
It was established in the 1920s to prevent cars from honking to summon service of the car at the curb.
Oh.
So it's just to get rid of
Let's go to Arkansas.
That's stupid.
Set up a sandwich shop. We have curbside delivery and so just honk your horn when you arrive, but we have cops sitting out back.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back in time. I'm going to wipe Arkansas off the map because I don't see the value in it. Goodbye, Arkansas. California, you're gay. I don't care.
No.
Colorado.
No frog jumping contest winner can be eaten. California? They have a frog jumping contest?
We do. Like a lot of people do.
Really?
Yeah, they get their bullfrogs and people will bet on it, just like cockfighting and everything else.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cockfight.
So California, you're gay. Colorado, it's legal to throw missiles at cars.
I like how that was worded because, and then it elaborates. It says missiles include rocks, snowballs, and other objects. Like, yeah, you can't do that anywhere.
Yeah,
It's just not worded like that.
that's but okay. I'm not even looking that up. I agree with it. Connecticut, a pickle must bounce to legally be sold as a pickle. I like that idea. Yes, it should bounce. It needs to have a little bit of reverb in that thing. Yes, it does. Soak in and get off. Because that's also how you know it's juicy on the center. Fuck yeah, I don't want a cucumber. How about a pickle? Connecticut, you got your stuff in order. You got a freaking approval from me, buddy. That's awesome. What's Florida's? That's stupid. In Florida, you're also gay.
I want to read Georgia's. Can I read Georgia's?
Yeah.
You can't keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays. And then it says, originally intended to prevent horse theft. And when I first read this, I thought, what the hell? Do those two things have anything to do with each other?
Do you know how fucking common that horses had to be stealing your freaking ice cream out of your pocket? How are you putting ice cream?
And they only do it on Sundays.
We gotta look this
You
way.
can't keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays. The other 6 days of the week, you apparently can.
Why can you not keep ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays in Georgia? Thieves supposedly used the sweet treat in their back pockets to. It was to actually stop horse thieves because they would put
Lure them in like kids and
Yeah, they would lure them away with it. It makes sense.
Now, were you allowed to like keep it in your zipper? Were you allowed to like turn around the other way and have the horse stop on your ice cream knob, lure it in that way?
Well, I don't think that's luring if you're actually offering it to them.
Oh, okay.
You know, that makes sense. I watched 1883. It's a show that should actually be watched that's related to Yellowstone. It's all historically accurate with Sam Elliott. Best show ever. I just finished it.
I like Hawaii a lot. But that's not even strange to me. I wish they did that everywhere.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, as a marketing person, billboards are stupid. It's not the 1980s. You don't need to stare at the shit to see what's coming up next. I don't care about, if you've been hurt in a car accident or if you've got a college or university that's at the next exit. Stop advertising, you stupid piece of shit.
Except for that Got Girth guy, the Dr. Cock, and
I only saw his ad once.
I saw it the last time I came down.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's still up, yeah.
Yeah, man. See, I'm
still
immune,
up and it's still wide.
I'm immune to the girth, people. What can I say? I just don't recognize it because I'm used to seeing it.
Idaho's crazy. You can't fish while riding a camel. That seems targeted at a specific group of individuals that are not from Idaho.
And you know
or
what?
from the United
Yeah,
States.
that's not fair. I'm a camel lover, so I think the camels should be allowed to be on fishing trips. It's illegal to fall asleep in a cheese shop in Illinois. I don't know why, and I don't care. That's fucking stupid. On to the next. It's Indiana's. The value of pie was almost changed by legislation in Indiana. That plays no
What?
relevance.
Why?
Probably because they
They
wanted to
confused a whole lot of fucking stupid kids.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Or Congress themselves was
Yeah.
confused. That's probably what the law was. The law was probably meant to be restrict the amount that a pie could cost, and instead those idiots put in a symbol for pie because they're still that dumb. We're from West Virginia. I'm allowed to make fun. Iowa. One-armed piano players were once prohibited from charging for performances.
Wow.
Yeah. Why would you not be? I'm not gonna pay you money for it. You seem like you need to figure out how to work anyways.
Kansas isn't too crazy either. You can't catch fish with your bare hands.
I'm gonna be honest. I left my bare hands a long time ago. I got human hands now.
Kentucky's is really good. They should actually make it more frequent,
Yes.
especially there.
Yeah. See,
Every,
go ahead, read that.
every person must bathe at least once a year.
Kentucky. I know this is still a law that you hold today, but you should definitely change that.
Yeah, you should make it once a month minimum.
Yeah.
I mean, you really should be doing it a lot more than that, but absolute minimum, like you need more once a year.
I'll tell you what, this is America and everybody has their choice except for whenever there is a specific time period to take down your fucking Christmas lights. So, Maine, you have the best law on the list, in my opinion, buddy. Maine, Christmas decorations can't stay up forever in some municipalities. I like that. They should.
As these get further north, they get more sensible.
What's Michigan's?
Painted sparrows can't legally be sold as parakeet. Yeah, no shit.
That just means that Michigan has a bunch of shitheads that were fucking thieves.
Okay, Minnesota's just kind of wild.
Oh, Minnesota, you can't cross state lines with a duck on your head. I wanted.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, you know what? That one's worth a little Google. Let's find why you cannot do that.
I really like Oklahoma's. We'll get to Missouri's first.
Why in Minnesota can you not cross state lines with a duck on your head? Okay, it's not a regular duck. It's a cotton duck, which is a type of type of canvas in their clothing. That one's completely false. So, guess what? Minnesota, you got to go in the gay pile. Missouri, you can't wrestle a bear. Well, in every other state, you shouldn't. So,
I like the description, likely rooted in animal welfare and public safety. Like, the hell with animal welfare. You're not going to hurt that bear.
the bear's not going to care.
This is a public safety matter.
The bear would actually really love that. That would be like
Yeah.
his vacation. Like,
Yeah, the bear would be like, oh, wow, I get to whoop something's ass and have free lunch. Awesome.
and he's going to tickle me because we can't hurt a fucking bear.
In Oklahoma, it's illegal to trip a horse. I think it's also mighty dangerous to trip a horse.
And I think it's pretty talented to trip a horse.
Yeah, I think if you can trip a horse like by yourself without any tripping utensils, then you won. You should have that one.
Yeah, I think that's how it works in the Old
Yeah.
West. I think that's all you do.
Yeah, because like I guarantee you, if you just go outside and try to trip a horse the old-fashioned way, you're just gonna break your fucking leg.
Yeah.
It's
And they'll get mad and kick you. Yeah. Oh, Tennessee's obviously new. You can't share your Netflix password.
under state law targeting unauthorized access. Go to hell, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, guess what? Gay! Gay pile in Texas. Wire cutters can't legally be carried into certain polling places.
Bet your
No.
gun can.
Shit, yeah, your guns can. That's what. Yeah, that's true. Did you? Yeah, but California's got the best law at all. You're not. Yeah, guess what? If you just want to come and vote, you can. You don't have to be a citizen. You don't have to be an adult. You don't have to be any. You can just come vote. So, sorry, Texas. California's got you beat.
These are kind of crazy. I like these. I wish Pennsylvania had one.
Those are stupid. Yeah, I wish I would have kept going. I only did 25 because I wasn't sure what we'd get to.
What's your favorite one out of all these? If you had to pick one.
My actual favorite law that exists.
Like, what do you think is the funniest one? Not the most logical one. What do you think is the funniest one?
You can't fish while riding a camel.
That was pretty good. I really like the ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays until I kind of got there was some sort of logic behind it. Other than the fact that there are 6 other days in the week. Let me see what else.
I like the donkeys can't sleep in bathtubs one only because now knowing the history of it, an entire town was so distraught by losing a donkey that was sleeping in a bathtub that they lost all their resources for it, and then in turn had to be like, okay, we can't do this again.
Yeah, we
guys.
can't let this shit happen again.
And they had to make a law rather than just being like, hey, common sense says let it drown. So that was pretty fun. And honestly, I'm a pickle guy, so if pickle's not a pickle if it don't bounce. Heck yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list there. What's on this one?
The smartest one was definitely you can't wrestle a bear. Good for you.
It starts with this flag. It ends with explosions. An eagle watching over while burgers are grilled. A dusty road and cowgirls' pride. Fields of corn. Rocket ships with a cowboy's smile. Hometown parades and freedom worth protecting. Neighbors side by side. One nation, one home. Happy Independence Day, everyone.
True or false?
Yeah,
I've got
I like that.
got a whole list of them. So these are true or false. I had AI give me a list of its opinion of of just it's just opinion on various historical things throughout history, and I wanted me and Wyatt to just give our opinions in terms of if we agree with the Robot Society or not. So the first one I'll start out with, just because I have an actual opinion on it. AI believes that the Boston Tea Party is overrated. It most certainly was not. It is one of the founding events that led to the actual revolution.
It was a pretty sweet way to rage bait British folks.
Yes, it was a complete revolt. Within doing so the reason why they dumped it off the ships and not just when they got it was because the second that it touched land, they were taxed on it no matter what. By keeping it on the ships and dumping it off, the British government lost $30 million worth of taxable tea. Now I understand why the king was also like, fuck those guys, $30 million worth of tea, whenever it also takes 3 to 6 months to get there. I understand. So that's awesome. So the Boston Tea Party is one of the coolest things, and honestly, I feel like underrated and undertold stories in terms of the actual specifics that happened there. Do you have one you want to say with, or argue against, or agree with?
I'll just go down the list here. The American Revolution was won as much by luck as skill. Yeah, I would actually kind of agree with that. It took some ballsy decisions that you weren't quite sure that would work. Shane Gillis's take on George Washington is the best way that
Him being crazy.
You heard his journey, about how he had some kind of like brain parasite or whatever. He's just some 6'3" redheaded retarded guy.
That's what it really was we just had people like most of the citizens here wanted to be British anyways. Like breaking away from them was huge. The only reason why or it is absolutely luck, and the reason why I'm going to say it is luck isn't because of the outnumbered. It isn't because of it. We have the geographical location, the assistance with Native American tribes, knowing the land, and understanding that we had people at the south and the north that were willing to help us. That is one thing. But the reason why I think it is luck is because we had to get every single country state at that time to be on board to fight against the biggest army the world had ever seen, the strongest army the world had ever seen, and we won.
Yeah.
There has to be luck
yeah.
involved in that. Like it's too.
Oh, can I read another one?
As much as you want, read them off.
I have two that I've just lasered in on. Abraham Lincoln would have dominated social media. I love that, and I don't know why, but I think he might have.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
He was a world tour.
He would have been red hot.
He was an inventor. He was a writer. He was a publicist. He was a pussy magnet. He was a freaking dude.
And apparently he was also very honest.
Yes.
So.
He was everything except for a good father and husband. Everything.
That makes for some fantastic stories.
Yes. That's funny. I don't know where that is, but that is a
number 10.
Abraham Lincoln. He would have. You're right. He was a wrestler. He was a college wrestler. Dude, and the president, that would have been a fucking killer. That would have been a killer Instagram to just browse through.
You know what? After he retired from it, like after he got done with his term, which if modern day, if say he was around modern day after he got done with his term, not the way that he got done with his term in real life, because he got shot in the back of his fucking head. But if he got done with his term and it was like modern day, and he had like a legit like college wrestling background, he just would have signed to the WWE, and then he would have been a jack of all trades. He just would have been an amateur wrestler, president, a professional wrestler.
He would have been Brock Lesnar.
He'd have been in movies and shit.
He'd have been an educated Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he also hunted vampires. So
That was not a terrible movie either. I did not
I never
think
did
that
see it.
Dude, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is what he's talking about. It's not a terrible
Yeah, that's actually what it's
That's
called.
what it's called.
Yeah. Now, you read one, and I got to find the other one that I had my eyes on down here.
So I have one that I'm going to read. I'm just going to touch on because I actually talked about it before. I'm going to give AI credit. Number 3, they say Paul Revere gets way too much credit. He gets too much solo credit. I actually agree with that. One here that I want to look at is I wanted to go historical. Number 11, James Madison doesn't get enough appreciation. James Madison does not get enough appreciation. He was Thomas Jefferson's pretty much a political opponent and rival for a very long time, but he was also, Thomas Jefferson wrote the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, or which one did he? He wrote the Constitution, but there was a committee that actually approved it and helped ratify it. So I actually agree with that. Now, a fun one I want to talk to you about, though, is 16. Football has surpassed baseball as America's true national sport.
That was going to be my next one.
I partially can agree to that.
Yeah, I do in a sense that, okay, so I'm 50-50 on it. Baseball is the sport that you still take the family to watch live. Football is the sport that you religiously watch on television every damn weekend.
And people think, like, people around the world, like, when they think sports, football is definitely
Dude, football, like, you have people over and you make food, and you know what I mean? Like, you drink, like, you Sunday drink, you have people over, you make food. Super Bowl parties everybody does Super Bowl parties, or at least some sort of Super Bowl gathering or get together.
We have literal worlds, like, fan base now, where we have multiple games in every country.
We're getting to the point where I think almost, I don't know how close we are, or if we're already there, but almost every team has an international game every year now.
It's really cool. Like, it's something that I'm not upset with it at all. It is honestly delayed. I think appreciation for football is delayed only because, sorry, international fans, you are not getting real football. Like, you're not getting the foot. I think one of the last years of real football was probably around the 2012 season. I think maybe I'll go 2014-15. I think the year that Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl, I think that was real football season happened right there. But I actually agree with. I like that you threw that in. Baseball is still the family event.
Baseball is like, it's summertime. The kids are on summer vacation from school.
You can afford it.
You can afford it. You want to, whether you're where a team's at, or if you got to go out of town or whatever, you pack up the kids, or you pack up the girlfriend or the wife, or you get your buddies together. Like, hey, we're gonna have a couple drinks. We're gonna go to the damn baseball game. Me and you and Kevin have done it. Yep, everybody's done it. That's you make a day out of it. You go around the stadium. You get some lunch, have some drinks. You go to the damn baseball game. Like, so in person, baseball is still the thing to do. But like, the more affordable route, watching football at home every Sunday for all of football season, the whole day of football. And on top of that, like, there's something about football season that really, like, it gets rid of the Sunday scaries. You know what I mean?
It gives you something.
Like, you know how Sunday rolls around and you're like, shit, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I don't have my freedom anymore. Like, my weekend's dead. It's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something to look forward to.
Football is there. You're like, wow, it's Sunday and I don't want to go to work tomorrow. But starting at 1 p.m., I got an entire day of football to watch.
Yeah. Baseball's not lost, but it's definitely it helps that it's not the only sport that's kind of seen by everybody. But that's probably my favorite thing that I see that the AI thing say so far, because it's actually a good perspective to take, I think.
Yeah. And it's the one that I think I have probably the most, like, out of all the rest of these facts, I probably have the most insight on that one.
Yeah.
They, both of us, I'd say, do, because we watch sports.
Dude, you know what's a crazy one too is number 17. The Wild West wasn't as wild as Hollywood made it seem. That is completely false, and I actually would say Hollywood doesn't play to it enough. In terms of the extent of us as viewers don't actually, I don't think we're able to comprehend or understand what it would really mean to pack up everything and have nothing and to go and do these things. It's why I'm going to call out the show again. 1883 by Taylor Sheridan. He's the guy that made Yellowstone. He makes Landman. He makes The Madison. He makes 1923. All these things. I give him credit for this one. I don't watch his other shows except for The Madison and Landman because they're too dramatic. I don't care about drama. I want to see realist. This show he only wrote because he has his great-great-great-grandmother's diaries who actually made this trip out to Fort Worth, Texas, and then has a bunch of firsthand accounts. It is supposed to be the most accurate show that he has ever made, but also truly play onto everything that those time periods took on.
Yeah.
It is 10 episodes. I've watched it over the last 2 weeks, just finished it last night. In terms of serious dramas, it is for sure in my top, like in my Mount Rushmore. I would recommend it for everybody because from actor choice, Sam Elliott's in it. Everybody's got to watch it for him. He's dang good.
It's gonna suck when he dies. He's older and shit.
Yeah, and he's gonna happen soon. But he's Sam Elliott, so maybe not America. But it's just very cool. So I don't know. I think the Wild West was probably worse than what we can actually imagine.
Yeah, it probably sucked nuts.
Yeah.
It was probably really bad. I want to skip ahead and read one here. Washington, D.C. is underrated as a tourist destination. I wanted to skip here because I've been there.
Okay.
I don't think it's underrated at all. I think it's kind of, it doesn't suck, but like, I can think of a whole lot of other cooler places that I haven't been to that I'd like to go to.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Because the Washington, D.C. is something that I have great interest in. So I want to go for sports because they're a major sports city.
Yeah. That's not what I'll go there for. That's the main reason I went there. So.
Well, that's going to be an addition. I primarily want to go there for the museums.
Yeah, if you really like history, you would dig it. Yeah. It's like, if you really like, which I went as a 14-year-old, which I like history. I'd appreciate it more now.
Yeah.
But there's still like, I'd still rather go to
Other places.
a lot of other places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to go to some bigger national parks, or I'd like to go somewhere where there's stuff to do. Because, like, I'm not trying to discredit history or anything, but, like, when I go and when I travel, which I don't do a lot of, I will do more of soon, but I don't do a lot of. But when I do travel, like, I want to travel to do things, like, not so much see them. Like, seeing things is a bonus, seeing things is cool, but I want to travel to, like, do things that aren't at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I don't see DC as a vacation destination.
No, it's not really. Like, it's cool, and it's really cool if you like history and stuff.
I think it would have to be like, I think that's why I have that mindset. I'm glad you said that because it's not a vacation destination.
No.
And for me, it is, but it is a place I would like to visit but it would be.
We're lucky that we don't live too super far away from it. Like, it's still a haul, but
Not as far as other things we've done.
no.
Yeah. So you know what that actually makes it? It probably is but it is overrated though because it's an expensive city. You got nothing but bureaucrats. You've got a whole lot of fucking biggest that we want to talk about earlier. I don't like militias. I don't like any sort of military presence being in public cities and squares and towns. Even though I am a Republican, I don't like that. And DC's just filled with it. So
Traveling through DC is a bitch too.
Oh, then yeah.
Traveling through DC is a son of a bitch.
See, so realistically, if I could just join like an 8th grade school field trip down there, I would enjoy it. But that seems like that may be it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Going on a school field trip to DC would have been sweet.
mhm.
It would have been one of the coolest things ever. But yeah, like going there as an adult on your own time, like it would just be cool to go to if you had a kid that liked history, and if you liked history, and you wanted to go do something wholesome and teach your kids some things about shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? See some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I went to DC. I went to the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument was under construction when I went, which pissed me off. To the White House. I didn't go in the White House, obviously.
Yeah, but you gotta go. See,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. Yeah, I just want to do that normal stuff, just to say I've done it too. You know.
And that's really like for me was really the only benefit of like me going that I
Mhm.
went was like, okay, I get to say that I've done it. Like,
Yeah.
I got a picture of the White House somewhere on like my social media.
Mhm.
It's a super old Instagram picture, but I know it's there.
Yeah. See, that's I'm just getting more and more into history, just in terms of wanting to acknowledge the things that have happened, so that I can be aware and watch for them in the future. Um.
Yeah, you read one of these while I try to find.
Let me read one that I don't agree with at all. And then I'll read one that I fully agree with. So 21, the moon landing is America's greatest achievement. The moon landing did nothing except stop the other countries from trying to reach it. The moon landing did nothing for us except waste millions and millions and millions of dollars, because the moon nor Mars will ever be actually inhabitable or possible for us to inhabit at any extent in our lives. I understand space exploration. I understand shooting, maybe building. So, see, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was a good shot for me being.
Yeah.
Let's see, this was
That's,
this
see,
was
that just
2013. So
that
I
shows
was-
that cameras don't fucking change. I'm sorry, but I think we just get crazy. I think we're crazy.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good camera photo.
It was on an Android 2013. It's
Exactly.
like, yeah, like that's a solid shot. Like,
That's
damn,
a good shot.
Like, I'm a teenager and I got this like solid shot of the White House here. I'm pretty proud of this.
Yeah, no, you should be. It's so anyways, the moon landing is not our greatest achievement. That's my overall point. I'm going to be honest, our greatest achievement is still being here 250 years later, because we are a test for the rest of the world, and we are also even with all of our faults, we are definitely a light for the rest of the world, and an example of what to strive for, which is why everybody tries to think, even with our shitty things in place. Now, one that I truly agree with, based on, I almost wore a NASA hat today that has a flag, but I didn't. NASA does not get enough credit. NASA deserves more public attention today. It absolutely does. What
Yeah.
NASA is doing today is absolutely incredible, and we
It's probably
are
cooler than the shit they've done ever.
ever.
Yeah.
And I'll add every space company into this, not just NASA. It is the overall point that we are at an age to where information and videos and everything are just flown at us so much that we don't actually take appreciation for the accomplishments that happen for ourselves, also for as a species and stuff. But absolutely, I agree with that. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead. Number 23, 21, 22, and 23. The Wright brothers don't get enough recognition. They get all the fucking recognition.
Yeah, they're like the only
They're-
people that get recognition.
They most certainly do. Like, if you mention planes, people are going to talk about that before they talk about actual brands of planes that fly and operate today.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they get like they're like the only people that get recognition for flight.
yeah. So that's stupid.
Let's see here.
I have one for you, because I see it here. 27. Small town 4th of July celebrations are better than big city fireworks. I agree with that. I agree with that.
If you live in a small town, like if you're from the small town and you live in a small town and you see a bunch of people you know there, because I remember when we were kids or teenagers or whatever, the coolest shit ever was the Cedarville fireworks,
Oh, yeah.
because you got to run out to this big field where these folks would set off fireworks.
Times.
Me too. I only got to go there a couple times too, but it was always the coolest thing ever. Like as a teenager, 'cause you go, you get to see your buddies, you get to see ladies and stuff, because it's summertime, you didn't get to really hang out with a whole bunch of anybody, you know what I mean? So it was cool.
Yeah, I think about Dodgers County. I spent a lot of time at Dodgers County too whenever I was younger. It's that like, and then I spent a lot of time in Charleston, to where I've been across the river and watched them set off by the Capitol building. I've been on the top of the Columbia Bank building, or the Columbia building. I've been, and even with all that, everything Wyatt touched on, it's almost the community that you get that's way better.
Let's see. I like this one because this one's another good topic of discussion. It's kind of similar to. It's almost really similar to what we just talked about. County fairs beat amusement parks. I think that's again another thing that like if you're from there, you know,
Yeah, I
because
think it's independent.
I love like especially after I moved. So I spent the first 10 years, 11 years of my life in Braxton County. Then I remember being in high school, being old enough to drive,
And going.
living in Gilmer County and going back to the Braxton County Fair. And I always had a blast,
Yeah.
especially whenever
Dude.
Dean Two-Piece.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Well,
That was the last time that we attended to,
It
which was
was.
the funniest thing.
It
We had
100% was.
years of flawless, zero issues, great times, and then the last time we attended was the best time.
Yeah.
It was the best by far. It was the most entertaining. Speaking of Dean, before we move on, because we need to stay on this. I messaged Dean. I sent Dean a video that's 9 years old. It was when Ty was in 9 years ago. Dean was driving his white Pontiac that him and Nikki had.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
driving
the same
that
one that I had. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all, me and Ty were in the back seat doing what we did, and I forget who was in the front, but somebody was in the front. But it was a video, and Dean's just driving down the road. We're driving down Rats Road, doing what we do, and I sent it to Dean. Dean's the funniest motherfucker in the world because he sends it back before we end up having a conversation about just reminiscing. The first thing he says is, 160 pounds ago, huh? And then with a big laughing face. And I was like, that is so funny because it's Skinny Dean. And I was like, bro, you were the funniest.
Yeah,
Like,
Dean did blow up. God
he
bless.
got so big. But
I did too, but I was already big. So he was like this big around, and he's
I
now
appreciate
huge.
that because I didn't know. There's one, like, people should just be happy with how you're at or love yourself or do whatever you have to do. But like acknowledgement, I didn't know because you guys may not know, but like our friend that we're talking about was a tall beanpole. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, literally,
he was like 6'4", probably like 160 pounds.
like no muscle, no anything. He was that's just how he was built. And so I didn't know if he would recognize that, okay, that I've blown up. I'm just bigger.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what he did. It is just good. It was entertaining. Oh, I didn't save it. That would have been so good. Oh well. Love talking about Dean. My gosh.
Let's see, you scan through these, see if there's any more you want to read, and then I'll scan through the other stuff and see if there's anything we want to jump to.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on 42. History classes spend too much time on memorization. I agree with that. You spend too much time on memorization and not enough time on reinforcement and understanding. And by understanding, I mean not specifically what it is you're teaching, but the impact of what your teaching had and why it is that you're teaching it today. Like, there's a reason why it's in all of the school books and why it is been taught to generations and generations. And we don't need definitions. We need to understand. I want to understand what the people felt, what the people were going through in order to come to the decisions that they did, that has led to what we have today. So that is cool. 44, you're wrong. Thanksgiving food is overrated. Is exactly properly rated, right at the top where it should be. Every American should visit at least one battlefield, one state park, and one presidential home. I think if you want to split or not split those into categories, but take all those as a lump sum, I think that every American should visit some of those things just to have an appreciation for the country that we live in and the rights and freedoms that we currently have. And the reason I say that is because a battlefield, a national park, and a presidential home will each present and inflect completely different emotions and have and hold different purposes. So if you choose a battlefield, your purposes may be on historical war or maybe family relations or ties. National parks may be more nature related and or just understanding the conservation side of our country, how beautiful we are, what it used to look like. And the presidential home's also just true, so I don't know. The point is that I think we all should, because we can all learn something and find an interest within one of those few things. And also, it's cool to have multiple hobbies. So go and learn.
That's a good way to and then transition into this next one. You want to do this list?
Oh, that would be a funny one. Okay, yeah, let's do that one. All right, everybody. Wyatt, tell them what we're doing.
So this says rank every president. Yeah, instead of ranking president, every president overall, rank them by category. We have one category that's best hobby, and it has their hobbies listed. Thank Christ, because I didn't know what any of these guys' hobbies were.
Yeah.
We got Teddy Roosevelt, hunting/outdoors. Jimmy Carter, woodworking. George H.W. Bush, fishing. Gerald Ford, football. Dwight Eisenhower, golf. A lot of presidents play golf, so that's kind of a tough one. John Quincy Adams, swimming, and Calvin Coolidge, pets. So you want to start at the bottom and work our way up here?
Yeah, so Calvin Coolidge, I do believe, is the one that had the alligator in the bathtub.
Oh, that's sweet. He can't. I don't think we can put him at last.
He is. Let's confirm, because here's the thing: we also had a bunch of retards as presidents that were just oddballs. So Calvin. Yeah, legendary zoo at the White House. Dogs, cats, canaries, exotic gifts, lions, cubs, hippos, wallabies, all at the White House. He had a White House raccoon.
Dude, he might be number one.
That was often walked around on the grounds on a leash.
He might be number one. This dude's a ball. When I read pets, I was like, he's got to be like last, maybe second to last. And then, yeah, after hearing all that, like, I got to give him a solid number one. Shit.
Any animal lover out there has got to put him at number one, because he loved his dog so much. He had his dog sit in on his official presidential portrait.
Oh, that kicks ass.
He is not at the bottom.
No chance.
That is a good one.
John Quincy Adams, however, I think is. Sorry.
John Quincy Adams. Let's find out. John Quincy Adams. Swimming abilities. Look, we're all learning today, and we're going to find out some cool.
Yeah, we're learning as we go here.
He swam naked up and down the Potomac River every dawn. He has nearly speaking across a river that is 50 minutes wide. Nearly drowned after a boat capsized in 1925, but did not.
Is that what taught him how to swim? Was he like never again?
He woke up between 4 and 5 a.m. every day after that. He was like, I am preparing for
Yeah,
this.
he said, I'll be goddamned if I drown in another boat mishap.
That has had to have been what he began swimming at age 50 and continued through his death.
That probably actually is what it was then. He almost drowned. He said, fuck that. That was terrifying.
He would swim down a river from the White House for an hour and then walk back.
Huh.
Not the lamest way to swim.
No, damn.
This is cool. I'm enjoying this. All right. Who may also...
Dude, we might have to put George H.W. Bush at last then. Because, like, I know fishing's sweet and all, but, like, these other guys...
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm actually gonna... Well... I don't know who can. Here's the thing. I'm all about abilities. We're going to have to go to Gerald R. Ford, who is the football for all of our watchers here. So George H.W. Bush is in the International Game Fish Association, Fish Hall of Fame, and the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame. He is a legit professional fisherman.
Yeah.
He's an actual professional fisherman. Bait casting tackle specifically. Avid bass angler.
I would shit on Jimmy Carter for woodworking, but I don't know. He probably made some giant wooden sculpture of fucking Godzilla or something that's going to shut my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm really pissed off that all these people can seem to do pretty cool things beyond just... so he did furniture.
Maybe we don't even need to rank them. Maybe we just need to find out how good they are at all of this shit and give them all credit for it.
I'm putting Jimmy Carter... actually, George Bush is at the bottom because fishing is the easiest.
Yeah, literally anybody can fish. Not everybody can be good at fishing, but literally anybody.
Anybody can fish. Then I'm going to put Jimmy Carter because whatever. I'm not even looking up Gerald R. Ford. He was probably a collegiate player and probably did some other shit.
Yeah, back whenever there was a bunch of plumbers.
Yeah, so you know what? So good for you. Dwight Eisenhower, I know that you were involved with golf. I knew you were very big. I knew you were design forces, blah, blah, blah. So then you are. If it was me, then I'm going to put John Quincy Adams for swimming. Calvin Coolidge is second on my list.
Really?
And the reason I'm putting Teddy Roosevelt, because his hobby of outdoors and hunting is gay and stupid. Bad hobby, buddy. Like, I came up from that. That's a hobby. I collect coins. I'm a faggot. What are you talking about? Anyways, the reason why he's at the
might have been the first time that word's ever happened on this podcast.
But the reason he's at the top is because he established the National Park Service. Is because he has done things that are still impacting and affecting us Americans today, and are things that we get to go and see. So that's how I would rank them myself.
Nice. Do you want to do a couple of these fantasy drafts? This is right up my alley. I love these fantasy
Can I
drafts.
just see yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go right at that. Okay, so this is our draft, our top USA teams. Wyatt versus me. Do you want to go back and forth?
Yeah, so are we doing one of each?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, that kicks ass. That's a whole lot.
So my plan was to cut this in half, but I ran out of time, so we each just had half of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that's what it was. Whenever you said you were going to look at mine, I said, "Oh, one of these must have been yours."
Yeah. I did
Because I have two. When I first read it, I said, "Why the hell has he got two of the exact same thing on this sheet?"
Yeah. So
Yeah.
president. Who's your president? If you got to draft any president, who you draft?
I'm taking social media goddamn mogul Abe Lincoln, brother.
You know what?
Abe Lincoln is the only reason that my relationship is is available. Not the only reason, but the first reason why it's available. Thomas Jefferson popularized it. Abe Lincoln made it regular.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson tried to put within the Constitution that slavery was wrong and that it would be abolished, and it was actually his committee that had him take it out. In the first revision, they said this is not going to work.
Yeah, he had didn't he have relationships with one or more of his.
He to his death never admitted it. The only
really?
reason they knew was because one, they were super light skinned, and the jobs that he gave them. Plus, he mistakenly took the 17-year-old to Paris, forced her to come over to Paris with him, fell in love with her. In Paris, he fucked up because in Paris, slavery is illegal. So all slaves immediately had to be told about their rights and also had the right to choose, or had to be paid. And then they got the right to choose to go or not. And he talked her into it. Fucking pussy lips. Oh. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm taking Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln would have lied about a thing, apparently. He was the honest Abe.
Well, I just shit on him, but I'm taking Thomas Jefferson because he is my favorite president. Thomas Jefferson's the man, brother. The only thing that Thomas Jefferson does not have that most of the founding fathers have in terms of the presidential time founding fathers are he was a big pussy on war. He kept on skipping out on war. He never entered a battle at all. He just stayed away. But he was a lover and was truly in love with his wife, so much to the point that all of Congress was getting pissed at him because he kept leaving to literally go home and just spend time with his wife and daughters.
Wow, family man Tom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Who's your military leader?
That's a fantastic question. I don't know a whole lot off the top of my head. Let's see. This is the learning day.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to make a joke. Let's be who would we choose to? Ooh, Dan Crenshaw. Dan Crenshaw. One-eyed Cybertron looking robotic and American muscle man. U.S. representative. I don't know exactly if he's a rep or a congressman, but either way, he is, or if he's a senator or a congressman, but he's a representative. I don't know if he's a delegate, whatever it is. I really
dude, Civil War, Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, we can go all time. Ooh,
Yeah.
If we're going all time, I'm going Dwight Eisenhower.
That's a good one too.
I'm going to
That-
White
I was a real toss up between him and Grant, and I was
Yeah.
like, shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that. All time? Fuck yeah. Oh, this is
There
going to
goes-
make this
there
so
goes
much better.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to both these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Inventor.
Oh, smells like somebody's having a fire. Am I smelling shit? Or am I having a stroke?
Did you smell this?
No, I smelled like something like it smelled like firewood. So somebody's maybe having a fire. Like, it ain't even dark out yet.
Might be getting the coals timbered though. Be a good time to. Oh, inventor.
Now I gotta find now. Whenever we do this, does it have to be an American inventor, or do we have to find somebody who invented something like in America? Because I think a lot of these inventors, the like famous ones, I guess. Well, no, a lot of them.
If they lived in America, I'm considering them American. For the sole fact that Thomas Jefferson lived in France for 8 years, but he never did shit over there.
Okay.
But if you invent something in France, France would have taken more recognition to him other than just being a man whore.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta find a list of famous American inventors here.
Okay, let me do the same. See, on mine, I don't want to go basic with it. I like an inventor that truly changed something.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm gonna give Well, I don't know how American he is. Let's see. Links. Shit. You know what? He was American for quite some time. He had American citizenship for a giant chunk of his life.
I mean, if we really wanted to be bullshit, like fucking,
I'm going Nikola Tesla.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he had American citizenship. I had to look it up just because he was a damn electricity. He was like the electricity pioneer, which is good because if it wasn't for him, I would have died this past week.
Yeah.
If I didn't have electricity to enjoy this sweet, sweet air conditioner, I would have dropped dead.
If you actually want to talk about that, you should actually be thinking,
The person who invented the air conditioner.
Willis Carrier. He's the one that.
Well, I don't know. I use electricity a lot for all kinds of things. So, you know, if it wasn't for Nikola Tesla, we couldn't do this. This runs on electricity. I'll give him his props. And if I'm going to pick a backup, if I wanted to pick an honorable mention, I would have to go with, just for the sake of giving them even more credit, the Wright brothers. Because I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, fuck. Just continue to give them credit. Yeah, why the fuck not? I'm actually having a hard time because the problem is I'm trying to think of specifics. My inventor, I'm just going to piggyback off of him because he did have so much things, but there was also a lot of issues with Thomas Edison, with some of his, let's say, rivalries. But we won't get into that. But I'm going to just piggyback off yours because I can't find one that I like enough to top that. So that's the first one, copying Thomas Edison on that as well. What's next on this list?
Musician.
Musician.
Which I have to look this up because there's a lot of musicians, and I know a lot of musicians, but you never know if they are or aren't American.
In terms of all around actual musician, ooh, but I don't know if they're American.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're actually not that good with.
Yeah, you never know who is and isn't American. You got to go find out. Yeah, I'm scrolling and scrolling, and I see a billion people I could pick.
You know what? I'll just go with it. I 100%. I watched his documentaries, even the one that just came out. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson was a pedophile, but I'm going the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
It's hard not to, right?
Yeah, you just if we are actually trying to not be biased on this list, it's yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny? Like as a kid, I hated Michael Jackson music, and I got older and like I fuck with a Michael Jackson song nowadays.
Fuck,
dude.
this dude is good.
Yeah.
That's
Like Billie Jean. Anytime I hear Billie Jean, I'm like, this fucking kicks ass. I understand why this guy was so famous.
And you
This
know
song's awesome.
What's so funny to me about that is him and Prince both. I can look at both of them and say, I thought they fucking died a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought they were.
Prince was really recent.
Yeah, Prince was in the last few years.
Yeah.
But even Michael, though, I thought Michael, like realistically, just because I never did listen to him growing up or really, know anything about him other than his name, I thought he had died in the like I didn't think he died whenever he did. I definitely didn't think he was still alive in 2008 whenever a bunch of shit started happening to him in terms of the bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. But Michael Jackson,
I'm gonna
or
say
Elvis. Elvis could be a
Elvis was really up there. I feel like Elvis is a layup almost.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pick one a little non-conventional, but a little not. So I want to pick one for different reasons. Not one of my favorite artists by any means, but talk about long-lasting, and long-lasting, especially specifically for one song, and it always comes back, no matter what, and it probably will for the end of time. And now, am I saying this is the most iconic American musician ever? No, I don't think so. But this is a tried and true, like, this is a good pick because people are going to know this woman forever because of one song. Now, she did more than one song, but they're going to know her forever because of one song, even by the time that we're old men. Mariah Carey.
Ooh, that's a damn good one.
Every goddamn Christmas.
Everybody knows
This
that.
woman pops up in every Walmart and
Cher,
radio station and supermarket and everywhere, in commercials and everything for her All I Want for Christmas.
That's a good. Who would be your favorite that people might not recognize that they should go and look up after this?
Oh shit, dude.
I have one that I'm excited to talk about. I had to make sure he was American. He is. He's got Latin descent, but he is American. He's from Maryland. His name is Wax. He is a 1990s, early 2000s. He still makes music today, and it is still killer. But please, everybody, go listen to Wax. Look up the song Rosanna and just listen to that. That is such a legit funk just beat. It is just a fantastic love story song that's just almost reggae in a sense. It is so just beautiful. Great song. Wax is awesome. I think he's very underrated, underappreciated. Shout out to
I'm trying to think of a good
Andy for that one.
I'm trying to think of a good underrated one because like my picks would still be like people will remember them, but I don't know though. We're getting to the point where like our kids won't really know them.
Well, my brothers wouldn't know some of the people that we listen to. Like, just name some of the rappers, some of your favorite rappers. Who did the song Psycho? Who played it? I might have got that wrong. I got to get this name right. There are a few rappers that I thought of that also are underappreciated. So here's somebody that was underappreciated until he died, and that was Mac Miller.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? And I didn't live here long enough while he was alive. I don't think I lived here at all when he was alive. I think he died before I lived here.
He died.
But like, so I've never like spoke on it to anybody around here, but I don't know how well the city. Like, I feel like the city of Pittsburgh probably loved him even before he was gone. Like, I don't think that he was. I don't think he was overlooked when he was alive here, which I don't live in Pittsburgh, but like in the greater Pittsburgh area, I don't think he was. I think they loved the shit out of him the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, outside of there, he like back home. No, people didn't give a shit. I don't want to say they didn't give a shit about him. They liked him, but he wasn't like, dude, they love him now. They love him now that he's gone. But like
And
before he was gone, people just liked him. They liked it. There was a couple songs that people messed with.
he
You
would
know?
pop off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what it is. See, and that, I think that's the thing is like, I could name artists that, they got a few songs that are awesome. Like, for a specific time period, Tyler the Creator was underappreciated.
Yeah.
Now he's overvalued in terms of his music capabilities because he's just such a specific genre and type. But when we were growing, like, he was a legit rapper who had actual bars and creative freestyling ability. But he was just a goofy little nerdy kid that was like,
Yeah, he was
just
a weird guy.
he was just a weird, yeah. That's just
He still is a weird guy.
still is. That's my issue with this music today. But yeah, that's a good one.
But one I'm gonna pick, I guess, not rappers,
Mm-hmm.
but group. I want to make sure they're American before I decide here.
Yes,
Evanescence.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Evanescence is like,
That's one that everybody will rock to,
Yeah.
but not give their comeuppance to. Honestly,
Yeah.
like not give
me
it
and
due diligence.
Celia always will. Me and
That's-
Celia
that's
always will.
good. That's
Me
a
and Celia
solid
like almost the exact same music, which is really funny because we can each, like, he comes over, me and him can each play anything, and we both like know it and love it.
Have you ever? I've mentioned it a few times. I don't know if have you ever listened to Funeral Portraits?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, I'll have to show you them. Everybody go check them out. Before we move on to this next, just because I did think of them, somebody that's underrated as a musician that I just saw in concert that I highly recommend every person to see if you can is Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's little sister.
Really?
Phenomenal. And also, she's literally Wayfair Miley. Like, looks like her, sounds like her. The only thing is she's more respectful than Miley is.
Really?
Like, in terms of her, it's just super cool. I highly recommend her. She's she surprised me more than anybody I've ever seen in concert because I didn't want her to get off the stage. Every song she sang was soulful, meaningful, and had a purpose, and it was like delivery. The only thing that was weird was she's somebody that truly like sings with her hands and her body. So some of the movements she was doing, I was like, oh, that's just.
Yeah, a lot of those performers do. That's how they really like get into the swing of their shit, I guess.
I appreciated it only because I was like, you're feeling what you're saying, and that's like, it's something that I can't do. Like, I don't do that. So.
It's like, have you ever seen live footage of voice actors doing their scenes and stuff? They're so animated.
Yeah.
I saw one from Toy Story, and it was Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. It's Buzz and Woody.
Yeah.
And they were sitting there like, and it looked like they were full blown arguing with each other, like in the studio. I'm like, that's sick. Like
that's how it should be
Yeah.
to get that emotion. Yeah. The sounds. That's great.
Yeah. Next we'll go athlete.
Athlete.
Yeah, I'll let you go first on this one, dude. I would say this is tough. Because there's a ton of them.
There's a
Like,
ton of
not trying to smoke our own polls here, but America's like the
athlete.
That's where the athletes are.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the world's best. I mean, of course, there's some of the greatest athletes ever that have come from not America, but if you look at the greatest athletes in every sport, so let's break it down by sport without even saying names. We don't even have to say names yet, but you look at basketball's greatest athlete, no matter what side of the argument you're on, both of them are American.
Yep.
LeBron James and Michael
Football
Jordan.
too.
Football, they're all American. Like
Yeah.
all of the great, like probably the top 10.
Even Tom Brady.
The top 30 are all American
American.
born. Yeah.
Yep.
And and shit, foreign, like football players coming from foreign countries is just recent.
Mm-hmm. Baseball's obviously another way, but the thing is, just as much as other players, you do have Americans that are up there with
the greats.
with the greats,
Barry
with
Bonds,
the Jackie Robinsons, and everybody else. Like they are. I'm sorry, right there, Jackie Robinson. I'll put him above Babe Ruth. I put him above Babe Ruth. But
you got Jackie,
dude,
you got
that's so fucking.
Barry
hard.
Bonds is American. Let's see, who else? Mariano Rivera's not, but really only the greatest closer of all time. Not even the greatest pitcher of all time. It's the greatest closing pitcher of all time.
Baseball is hard also because you have so many different leagues. But even within that, the fact that we're able to come up with any at all, I think proves to the point that there are a lot of athletes in. You know what? I'm going. So my athlete, my USA, my American draft athlete, is not my favorite basketball player of all time, but basketball is my favorite sport. I'm going with Michael Jordan because he did what enabled LeBron to do today, and that is develop the actual desire to see basketball around the world. He made this, even though this is basically a United States sport, it's United States based sport.
Yeah.
He made it worldwide and helped to make it worldwide. And all of the players that I consider just as good as Michael Jordan that played around him all say that he's the best, which makes me be like, well, I can't be like Magic Johnson or Kareem or Wilkins or literally there's nobody you can go to because they're all like, well, yeah, but hit. And it's like, it just goes to it. So I'm going to have to choose Michael Jordan. Just he's up there, bro.
I'm going to give you a second pick because I want 2 picks.
Okay, cool.
Now, unless you somehow miraculously happen to steal mine. So I'm gonna do a pick of like influence, of all time, and then I want to do a pick of moment. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like
Moment all
real
time?
good, yeah.
Okay.
And so I want you to go ahead and pick your second, and hopefully you don't snag it out from under me because I think there's a chance that you might. But like American sports moments. Like something that made everybody think like, holy shit, this is awesome. And this only happens here.
If I'm choosing, so I'm having a hard thing going to straight USA moment, but what I can say in general, whenever I think of sports moments, there's one that comes to me and it's Cavs. It's a Cavs moment. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, I don't know. If I'm going to choose an actual USA moment, I don't know, bro. That's so hard. Let me think on that because a moment is a great addition to this because sports moments in history.
And you can even pick a whole team too. So if you want to do that, like
Okay.
because I can think of I have a backup in case you pick mine because I can think of 2 just right off the top of my head. But if you want to hear mine, I'll go ahead and give you.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So
Because I'm going to look mine up 'cause I don't know.
my athlete has got to be Muhammad Ali. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, died in Scottsdale, Arizona, America
Yeah.
through and through. Dude, just I mean, how much did Muhammad Ali blow up combat sports, specifically boxing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then shit, we live on combat sports nowadays. I hate there's none this weekend. It's a damn shame, but I understand why. They're letting the boys celebrate American. And then speaking of combat sports, my moment, very, very recent history.
Yeah.
I've got to go with the craziest upset on the craziest stage in combat sports history in our lifetime. Maybe not ever, but in our lifetime, Justin Gaethje
First.
beating Ilya
Ilya
Topuria in a fight that he had no business winning on the lawn of the White fucking House. How cool was that shit?
That is something that I'm very glad that we watched in person, and that is absolutely a stupid 3 weeks too soon, but absolutely the epitome of like American muscle, hustle, and grind because that man didn't fucking stop and was over four times
Didn't
over.
against Patty either. Whenever we watched the Patty Pimblett fight, we have to go back and check out Fight Night to see if that. I think that might have been the one fight night we watched,
Yeah.
or the one fight night we did. Maybe we might have to think of a different name for that because UFC does fight nights too, so it confuses me when I talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one fight that we watched and recorded and aired,
Yeah.
it might have been that, but I don't know if it was or not. But yeah, then Freedom 250 and the event of all events that we were making fun of for months, and we said it was going to be a shit show, and
They pulled it out.
We got proven incredibly wrong.
It got us real. He moved literally all of the weather and anything that could have possibly. He moved all of the assassination attempts to the other side of the city.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think that was done by those people that I was going to write the poem about. But
yeah.
we'll leave that there.
We'll see who one day, maybe.
Yeah, we might, or maybe we won't, but we will.
That is a great moment. You know what? I have my moment, also recent, also from this year. Not at all. I was gonna do it's really stupid, but basketball is just was my life for so long. So I was gonna do Dream Team starting everything. It's not at all, because that's stupid and cliche. And I just watched too many documentaries. I didn't live through that. But what I did live through is both Team USA women's and men's team beating Canada. Oh, fucking beating Canada twice this year. And USA women's team is kick-ass and has beat Canada like literally 87% of the time over the last 12 years. But the men's team won, and they did so with losing players, with having people that are just beat up, with having one of the youngest MVPs. He's just awesome. We are awesome. So you know what? Fucking USA hockey. Fuck yeah, dude. Start making your comeback.
My backup pick was, if you had happened to pick the Freedom 250, my backup pick was the Miracle on Ice. Long before we were around.
Before, yeah.
Just a moment of all moments. We beat the damn Big Red Machine.
And let's just take this because we beat the Big Red Machine again at their game. This is no longer Russia's game. This is Canada's game. And
yeah, we beat a different Big Red Machine.
We beat the second Big Red, dude.
Yeah, we beat the big ass Maple Leaf.
Realistically, it's the third Big Red, because the first Big Red was the British. We defeated those motherfuckers. Actually, there's been a lot of Big Reds when you really think about it.
Yeah,
Confederate versus
I was playing Red Dead Redemption on a horse named Big Red.
The Confederacy versus the Union, so that's not good. Wyatt had a Big Red that he's been playing with.
We actually there's a big ass. We have a big ass pillow in there with a red pillowcase on it that we also call Big Red.
We got Big Red in there. Big Red's all around for everybody. You better be beating them though. Oh, how good! How
Big Red horse died. So.
All right, Wyatt, what's your vehicle? Mine's easy. Mine's a 1969 Camaro SS. Yeah, no, exactly that. You can choose the color because I don't care. I want it to be stock, like an actual stock option color, though. And I don't care about anything else because I'll switch it out if I don't like it or change it or pay somebody to do so. But a Camaro is my all-time favorite. And if I was going to choose a non-American vehicle for my American Fantasy Draft, I'm going to choose a 2006 Volkswagen Rabbit 2.5 liter. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. It most certainly looked like a girl saw car on the outside, but it was nothing but a muscly beast on the inside. Plenty of memories, plenty of capabilities, and all handles for everything that an 18-year-old to 40-year-old person may need.
Mine's going to be a car that I don't like. I've never I've never had one, never will have one because they're expensive as shit.
Yeah.
But the Corvette Stingray.
Yeah.
No particular year, but it's just like if you want any American car to give foreign supercars any sort of run for their money, that's probably what you're calling.
Yep. I could get you a Stingray. He said in a year, people, and that's where he fucked up. He already locked it in. I sold two Stingrays. We can get you a Stingray for a couple $1,000.
There we go.
Here's the thing that everybody should know. You do not want a 1980s American car so fucking ever, unless it's a Toyota Corolla. If you drive yourself those fucking exactly.
They're manufactured here, but the company's not.
For any muscle car at that time was shit. But Fords literally blew up on you. The only thing that was good were the shitbox square bottles or square bodies.
Ford will still blow up on you. Don't be lying to people.
Yeah, you know what? Literally, that's what I'm saying. You had about the 60s. You had the 60s and to the mid 70s in terms of good designs, and then it went to shit until. Well, actually, even in the early 2000s, look at the Chevy Cavaliers, look at the Saturn Ions, look at just the regular small-town mom cars. They're ugly.
Yeah, American cars historically suck.
Yeah, we The only thing we're good at is muscle cars. But whenever you look at muscle cars, the only time that we were really good at stuff was when we had the freedom of design. Now it's all just copy and paste. Everything today's age looks electric. Even whenever it's not electric, it's all about angles, lines, and showing those lines. It can be in your headlights. It can be in your details, running down your sides. It can be literally anywhere. It's all about lines inside your dash, on your door. It's letting you know where the angles are placed. It makes it feel more 21st century for whatever reason. It's very odd.
The next one is fast food chain.
Fast food chain. Okay, if we're just going straight out, nice and easy. So today's age, best tasting, most common fast food chain. I'm going to start with I'm just basing off of a burger. Burger King,
Yeah,
without a doubt,
yeah.
has the biggest, best value, and best tasting burgers that are offered at fast food places.
They got the best, like, everything but fries.
I only get their burgers there. It's the only thing that I care to because you have to pay fucking $8 for a burger and you're mad every time until you get that burger and you're like, okay, this is worth $8 because it is. I would put Burger King. Burger King is going to be mine just because it's not like the most American. McDonald's is the most American, but not in mine. Like I'd rather have a bacon. No,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
a Bacon King, a quarter pounder.
I'm gonna take a turn here. My pick's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
They're super American. They're not only super American, they're super Christian. So Christian, in fact, that they close on Sundays, which is lame as shit. Because that's like the day that I always want Chick-fil-A.
that's the day Faith wants Chick-fil-A. Faith loves Chick-fil-A. Hey, Chick-fil-A, I think you can fuck off. I think you're overrated, overpriced, and over-religious in some ways.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, have a faith. Don't follow a religion. I have a faith, and she leads me in the right way every day. So maybe you should all try that.
All right, National Park.
Oh,
Because I haven't been to any, and I
I've
don't know of many. I looked up a list.
oh, can I also see the list?
Yeah. So that's one. That's two.
Pissing me off because my wife's been to a few, and it's like, dude, that's literally on our bucket list, life bucket list to visit.
A lot of them look sick too.
Yeah. So, my two favorite, without actually seeing anything or knowing anything, is going to be Yosemite.
Yeah. Yeah, that's number one on the list. Yeah. I think it's a lot of people's favorites.
Is the Grand Canyon, what's it called?
It's called Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon National Park?
Yeah.
Okay, I hate that. Okay, well, the Grand Canyon would be cool for the first initial view because you understand that, like, water eroded all of that very quick.
Yeah, water fucked this thing right up.
And, like, for that much water to make those, that's awesome. But I would die out of it soon.
Yeah.
Whereas Yosemite, isn't Yosemite and where's Yosemite?
Wyoming. Or no, Yosemite's California. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yosemite's not where
I read the word Wyoming whenever you asked me that.
I want to go to Yosemite. Where is South Dakota? What one is in South Dakota? Isn't South Dakota where the Mount Rushmore is? I may be off on that. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. This list is 60 long, so let me.
Well, you know what? I'll also look it up. We're all learning here. Where is Mount Rushmore? Oh, look how good I am. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. Heck yeah. I want to go to Mount Rushmore.
There's a Theodore Roosevelt National Park that's in North Dakota.
Mount Rushmore National Park, Memorial Park. National Memorial. That's just a monument. You know what? Screw that. Now I can't. I don't know, but it's on my bucket list. Now I'm going to go generic. First one I don't have an opinion on. I'm going Yosemite. Just cuz. Yosemite Sam, that's why.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. Ooh. Okay.
Mine. I'm gonna pick a good one here. It's number 48 on this list out of 60 something.
Okay.
So it's definitely not top of the list. It's not
I mean,
It's actually very recently added to a list of national parks as of December 2020. It's the New River
New
Gorge
River Gorge
in
National
West
Park.
Virginia.
I knew he was going. Once he said, I knew he was going to say. My wife's from there, and you know what? I get scared every time I drive over that bridge. I have an extreme fear of falling.
One I'm actually gonna that was only like a
That is
half
good.
joke,
That is a good one.
That's a half joke. One that I am gonna pick that I haven't been to, but I've been to the state, and I want to go back to the state because it's very relaxing and it was pretty cool, and I'd like to go for not work. Acadia National Park in Maine.
Yes, I would also like to go there sometime. Yep.
I know
That
I
is
probably won't go to Maine for another 26 years, unless I happen to go back there for work, which chances are slim to none. But I will go back there when I retire
yeah. Just to visit.
to enjoy many of their stores
Yeah.
that I can't enjoy while I'm working because I get shop tested.
Yeah. If you have a good job, you get shop tested. That's how you know you do.
If you have a good blue collar job, you get shop tested. If you have a good white collar job, you don't. All the time.
Actually, yeah,
Depends on what kind you have.
I'll argue against that. If you have a good white collar job, you do get tested. If you have a decent white collar job, you may not.
You're right. That's a fantastic way to put that.
Good
Actually.
ones,
yeah.
Still
Yeah,
make sure,
really good ones. Yeah, they're still shop tested.
which is good. Like we both are agreeing with it for a reason.
Yep.
We both know that there is a difference.
If you get a solid one, if you get a solid one, you might not. If you get a really good one, you're probably still gonna want it.
yeah, and it's worth it. That's why you do it.
Yeah.
So
You not only save money on not going to the store, you make more
you
money.
make more money.
Yes,
And
you
that is
have all
something-
this money to do shit with.
So the only way that I will argue against it is that if you have kids, drinking alcohol is not good too whenever you have kids. So going to the shop may be needed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can light up the store paraphernalia out in your car. Inside. You can't drink in your car. I mean, I guess you can.
I wouldn't.
You shouldn't.
We do not recommend it.
You shouldn't.
The Backroom Banner podcast does not advise drinking inside your
Not
vehicle.
when it's moving and on.
Or honestly, whenever it's parked, because even then,
I bet watching this is going to be funny as shit because, like, we start off, like, decently level and then we just progressively get stronger throughout the thing. That's 4th of July for you, though, boys.
that's too
Our last pick,
an American landmark.
American Landmark. Yeah, I know one that lives out in between Burnsville and Sand Fork. He's American and his name's Mark. He has some land.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a lot of years, but
you know what? My favorite, the American landmark that holds the deepest memory in my heart for no real reason at all aside from professional, but it holds a lot of historical too, is a property marker that divides four separate states. I just think that's cool.
I'm gonna pick one that I've been to.
Oh, let me pick one.
Yeah, so we don't have to pick one that I've been to, but I'm gonna pick one that I've been to because, like, is it the best? Is it the best? Probably not. But it's like one of the only ones I've been to. And not only is it an American landmark, if you go across the bridge, it's a Canadian landmark. Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, no, that's way cooler than anyone I'll have. Yeah, that's very cool.
It's where we share a border and you can go from the Empire State over to Ontario. I don't know if they have any nickname, but I'll tell you what, on the other side of that bridge, there's a shitload of casinos. You can just see them. You can see the falls, and then you can look across the bridge and you're like, my God, I could do some gambling over there.
I'm gonna be honest. Mine, I can't. My actual one will be Mount Rushmore, and the reason why I'm going to choose Mount Rushmore is because it was started at a time to where today, for anybody that doesn't know, whenever you do sculpting, rock sculpting, you have to basically If you ever seen people use CGI on actors and you see how they have their dots,
Yeah.
so people do the same thing in terms of with a basically a draft or a bust of the actual project, and then they one at a time hammer away. So I think between that plus the historical thing, it being a national monument, and I've never been there, and it's probably the only reason to ever fucking visit South Dakota. I don't know why I'm being mean to so many states. I'm from West Virginia. We are only above Virginia and Missouri and Louisiana and South Dakota and North Dakota, Oklahoma, Maine, Ohio, Alabama. You know what? We're probably about 38th. I'm going to put us at 38 out of 50. And you know what? I think we were the 38th state in the nation, which is even funny.
I want to see if anybody's ever ranked states.
I need to see if we were the 38th state. What state was West Virginia? Is my history good?
Holy shit! U.S. News and World Report.
35th state, dummy.
Best states overall. Oh, dude, I can just tell by the little bit of list that I've seen. You ready to get mad? So rankings overall. I don't know what
We're gonna negate these.
parameters they let's I gotta expand this list where it shows me all 50. Oh dear. All right.
There's a deer on his phone, everybody. You better watch out. There might be a deer on yours. America!
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Are you ready? Number 50. You want to take a guess at what the worst state is?
The worst state in the union is us.
No.
Okay, the worst state in the union is Missouri.
No. Give you one more guess before I tell you who it is.
Arkansas?
Louisiana. You were really close to Arkansas.
Wow.
Louisiana. Louisiana is ranked. Let's
Does it
see.
get there?
So here's they measure it off of crime and corrections, education, healthcare, natural environment, economy, fiscal stability, infrastructure, and opportunity. They are bottom 10. They're bottom 5 in every one of those things.
First of all,
50 in crime and corrections. They are 46 in education, 44 in healthcare, 49 in natural environment, 50 in economy, 46 in fiscal stability, 48 in infrastructure, 46 in opportunity.
I love this list that Wyatt has here because this is a legit list with actual good categories based on it. So that's good.
Yeah. Now, I
Louisiana,
won't break down all of those categories every time because this will take 7 years.
just read off every 5 to 10 and then have me guess a couple. We'll go based off of that.
All right, 49, Alaska. 48, Mississippi. 47, New Mexico. New Mexico is 49 in crime and corrections, I think I might add, and 50th in education. So they're apparently dumb as fuck in New Mexico. 46, with coming in at number 19 in crime and corrections, number 47 in education, number 49 in healthcare, 36 in natural environment, 47 in economy, 24 in fiscal stability, 50 in infrastructure, number 8 in opportunity. I'm not too sure about that. You want to take a guess?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew where we're sitting, buddy. Oh, man.
Yeah, number 8 in opportunity is fucking crazy, though. I don't know about all that. Yeah, number 50 in infrastructure sounds about
That
right.
sounds right. Absolutely. We have too many dead towns. As a surveyor, I saw them, and I'm glad I do not anymore because it is depressing.
45, Alabama. 44, Arkansas. 43, Michigan. 42, Oklahoma. Number 41, number 17 in crime and corrections. Number 39 in education. I'm surprised it's not lower. Number 11 in healthcare. That's actually not bad. Number 40 in natural environment. That checks out. Number 38 in economy. Number 39 in fiscal stability. Number 43 in infrastructure. That's correct. Number 29 in opportunity. The place I call home. Number 41 out of 50 in the country. The great state of Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, baby. Number 40, South Carolina. Number 39, Kentucky. Number 38, And I hate with everything in me that it's above Pennsylvania on this goddamn list. But number 31,
Fucking Ohio.
corrections. Yep, I'm not even going to read the rest of them. It is Ohio.
Ah,
Yeah, Ohio can suck my balls.
Ohio, you can suck everybody's balls. I actually very much I have enjoyed every city I've been to in Ohio except for one. But
Is it
still,
Cleveland?
suck our balls.
It's Cleveland.
Suck our balls.
It's Cleveland, isn't it? Cleveland.
Cleveland, I have to say, to have literally the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are both of our favorite basketball teams. And honestly, that's about the only things.
Yeah, that's what you got going for you. Other than that, your city's shit.
You're shit. Cincinnati is such a worse drive, and it is such a better city. Do better.
All right, number 37. I hate this is above anything. 38 in crime and corrections. 24 in education. Number 7 in healthcare. Pretty good. 24 in natural environment. 32 in economy. 42 in physical stability. 35 in infrastructure. Dead goddamn last in opportunity. Do you want to take a guess?
You already said Alaska. Dead last in opportunity.
Dead last in opportunity.
Missouri.
California. Yeah.
I actually don't agree with that. The only parts of California that are super shit are the super liberal parts right now.
Those are the highest populated parts.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
guess
they're-
that's what they're
yeah.
going off.
That's
of.
why
Okay.
that's why they're so low.
Yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Guys, I'm just saying, we're awesome. But that's a problem. Like, even when we were growing up, Hollywood was what everybody strived for.
Yeah.
Like, it was the place to be. It was where everything, like, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I actually thought about this last week when I saw somebody else that I just enjoyed, I forget who it was, got their star. I thought about it, I was like, dude, that used to be something that literally was, like, such a big deal. And now,
Yeah.
I almost don't think people give.
Yeah, like you used to get your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and you were immortal.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm not sure anybody gives a shit.
I don't
Even
know.
the people that get it.
Like, that's almost a U.S. monument that we could have thrown on there that used to have
Yeah.
immense value to the public and to the the people that even had an opportunity to be nominated, you know.
Right. Number 36, Illinois. 35, Oregon.
I'm getting really fucking pissed off. Where the fuck is Missouri at right now?
34,
people?
Nevada. 33. I want to look at some of this shit. Oh, you whore! All right, hold on. My page refreshed. I gotta scroll back down. That's a load of shit. I hate that it didn't start with 50. And, like, you had to go all the way to the bottom to get to 50.
I hate when they do that with articles. Sometimes there's that thing at the bottom.
Oh, wait, because I accidentally clicked a filter. God bless it. I switched it to be
Don't worry.
ranked by education and not overall. That's my fault.
If nobody understands, we can just, we're in first right here. We're going to downshift right here. We're going to go right back to where we were. Why it's going to pick back up where he was. Downshift from fifth to first, and we are.
We're back. Number 33. 21 in crime and corrections, 19 in education, 35 in healthcare, 40 in economy, 33 in physical stability, 20 in infrastructure, 16 in opportunity, dead last in natural environment. I've been there. I see why. It looks
DC?
like shit. It's boring. The state of Indiana.
Really?
State of Indiana is it's kind of lame. Indianapolis is all right. Like, if you drive through Indiana, you're like, holy shit, I've been here before and for the last 8 hours, and I don't know when it's going to end.
I am going to make a public apology right now. First one on camera this episode. To the state of Missouri. I have been shitting on you for 17 states. And apparently,
No good reason. You just
you are pretty darn great. So, to all you Missourians, keep on Missourian on. And I'll see you down the river, buddy.
All right, number 32, Tennessee.
How the fuck are they?
They've got pretty mid-range rankings here, except for fiscal stability. They are number 7.
Tennessee's pretty good. I like Tennessee. Great states of business.
Son of a bitch. Okay, there we go. I fucked up again. Number 31. Number 43 in crime and corrections. 33 in education. 43 in healthcare. 18 in natural environment. 25 in economy. 11 in fiscal stability and opportunity. 37 in infrastructure. The moment that Justin has been waiting for. The state of Missouri.
Hey, you guys have outlasted a lot more of the East Coast than I thought you would.
Number 30 is Arizona. They are number 5 in economy and 13 in healthcare. So they're not doing too bad. Number 29. Number 2 in economy. 29 overall. I guess everything else kind of sucks. Right in the middle of education. Surprised the shit out of me. Texas.
That is really surprising.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Hey, all you Texans, get your heads out of your asses, because unlike Missouri, you're not as good as what you think you are. I would have thought they would have been higher on the list. I don't know why, but I would have. But it also makes sense because you guys have your heads up your asses and are shooting pigs from helicopters. So,
Number 28. They are number 3 in crime and corrections, number 1 in healthcare, number 1 in natural environment. But it's so bad in everything else that they landed at number 28. They're Hawaii. But those are the things that I would see Hawaii being pretty top ranked in, especially natural environment. Goddamn. Look at the list.
I'm going to say 2 things. Volcanoes. Make it an imminent threat. Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Imminent threat. Like,
Hurricane for sure.
whether it's literally an imminent threat, but also, I'm going to throw something out here, and it's not an original thought. I don't think it was, but it may have been Joe Rogan that said it, and if so, then I feel fucking dumb for saying it again. I like him. I just don't want to talk about
Yeah, I hate recycling.
I hate recycling him specifically. If it was a guest of his, fine. But I don't think Hawaii should be a state. I think Hawaii.
I've never heard him say that. That might have been somebody else.
Okay.
Unless it was original thought. I'm not sure if I've ever heard that from him.
I think Hawaii should be a part of one of the other southern countries or an independent nation that is like an actual immediate sovereign nation. Like, they're obviously too small to hold a military that's capable of anything in this age and century, but what are they? Like, they've got to be so far away from the U.S. Like, that's literally why Pearl Harbor happened, because they were our closest military base to those countries.
Yeah, I actually did that. The whole Pearl Harbor situation, I did that.
On our side or theirs?
Yes. I did both of them. I orchestrated that whole thing so people could read it in history course.
There are movies about what you've done.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Especially not the poor people that are going to see it on a good day. All right, number 27. Number 20, or shit, not 20. They're number 2 in crime and corrections, number 3 in opportunity, middle of the road, and damn near everything else. Bottom part of education and infrastructure. The great state of Maine. It's been a recent check mark on my bucket list that I didn't know I had.
I don't dislike Maine at all. I'm gonna rock Maine on because Maine, you guys, you are what gave me Zeus the Lobster. He is
That's right.
99 cards. I appreciate now having somewhat association to that. I think that's cool. When we get to 25, we're going to take a break. And if you guys haven't already, which you probably have, you're going to watch it again. I have to pee, so we're going to take a break. And we'll come back and we'll get back to whatever.
Yeah, everybody will get the Zeus the Lobster story as soon as we have enough people. And by enough people, it could literally be any number of people. But any number of people that want to pay us as little as $1 to subscribe to a Patreon so we can dive a little deeper into things that we wouldn't dive into, you will hear the Zeus the Lobster story, like the first one.
When we ever start a Patreon,
whenever we spark up the Back Road After Dark on the Patreon,
dude,
you're going to hear some bullshit.
Those are the stories that you guys, I promise, if anybody watches this, those are the stories that belong. We'll blow your minds. will blow your fucking minds.
Yeah.
That is such a fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you would subscribe to a Patreon,
let us know.
we wouldn't charge the shit out of you. We would straight up charge you $1.
Yeah.
Unless it got popular, then we charge.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Nothing.
It wouldn't ever get crazy. But like the price, the stories would be kind of bananas from time to time.
We have literally, like, by my account, books worth of information and stories that we could talk and discuss about that cannot be aired public because it has to be behind a private paywall that cannot be associated or taken on,
Yeah.
We can't be affected by
Yeah.
unless it benefits us enough to be affected by it.
Right.
So 26.
Yeah, and Zeus the lobster would be the mildest of the stories that popped up on there. Like, for real.
Literally, I got one. We got a personal story about a fucking IHOP that literally matches it, but it's actually less fun because no animal cruelty or freedom happened in it.
Yeah.
So actually, less than.
Yeah, somebody may or may not have stolen an object from, and it might have been
From an item from a place, and that place may not have been released into freedom, and that freedom may not have actually caused his immediate death faster than what.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about the IHOP. Yeah. I was talking about the object that got an object may or may not have gotten stolen from somewhere else too. Number 26. It's Montana. And yeah, if you gotta take a leak, this would be a fantastic time because I have to as well.
Montana's a beautiful state. I don't know shit about it, but it is absolutely beautiful. I hope to visit there one day.
It was crazy. Like I haven't been there, and I know it is. It's number 27 in natural environment. And Maine, that I have been to, is also a beautiful state.
Yeah.
Number 22.
Here's the thing: we're low on the list. We have one of the most beautiful states, like there are. And I can you know that now from traveling some and just in general. If anybody travels regularly or have over a 30-year period for anything, if you travel between 10 to 20 states, you see a lot, and you can attest to what beauty is. And West Virginia has it through and through. And it's only because the repetitions of nothing to cities to nothing gets boring comparative to the colors, elevation changes, small towns to large towns. West Virginia gives you it all.
It starts with this flag. It ends with explosions. An eagle watching over while burgers are grilled. A dusty road and cowgirls' pride. Fields of corn. Rocket ships with a cowboy's smile. Hometown parades and freedom worth protecting. Neighbors side by side. One nation, one home. Happy Independence Day, everyone.
All right, we're back. Number 25 is Kansas. Number 24 is Rhode Island. 23 is Wyoming. 22. Son of a bitch.
I don't know that state.
I keep clicking the categories instead of overall. They're number 49 in opportunity. Probably.
That's perfect.
They're number 49 in opportunity. They're New York.
49 is the worst in opportunity. 49. Okay, so New York.
It's California and New York are the two worst states for opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you want to know why? Because socialism doesn't actually work. We don't live underneath a 100% capitalistic economy. We have socialistic viewpoints and socialistic kind of traits within our just overall government run. So to think that you can just give everybody everything they want, well, it's gay, and it ends you up at the bottom of the list and on terms of opportunity. Also, just lower the taxes on people, bro. People don't want to pay forever, money for that much shit.
I really don't know. I guess if you live outside of New York City, I understand why you'd want to live there. If you live inside of New York City, I don't There's no benefit of doing that other than saying that you live there.
Well, see, I see DC as the same freaking way.
Yeah.
I'm currently. This is a dream job for me. My dream job would be working for a minor league baseball team. Realistic. That would be my dream.
You would be really good at that.
That'd be my dream market.
You would be really good at that because minor league baseball teams use a lot of like our type of humor marketing.
Yeah. So that's my dream job. But right now at the U.S. Mint in Washington, D.C. is a marketing specialist position open, and I'm currently applying for it. I've got the application process, and I just finished my cover letter, but I'm applying for that job. So, and even within that, people that work in D.C. live in Virginia because nobody wants to fucking live in D.C.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Number 21 is Georgia. Number 20, Maryland. Number 19, they're number 1 in education. Number 10 in crime and corrections. They're number 45 in opportunity. That is the home of our good buddy Nate, New Jersey.
New Jersey seems to be a great state. The only thing with New Jersey is that you're gay.
Number 18 is Delaware. 17 is Wisconsin. 16 is the original Virginia. Before we split that sumbitch in two.
Became the 45th state in the country.
Yeah, we became bottom ranked.
We're 35th.
Yeah, we could have
were
dragged
45th ranked.
We could have dragged those bitches down to the 30s if we stayed there. Number 15, Connecticut. Number 14, Iowa.
Well, okay. Let's talk about Iowa. Give me the specifics.
14 in crime and corrections, 20 in
Believe
education,
that.
27
Believe
in healthcare,
Believe that.
29 in natural environment, 44 in economy, 4 in fiscal stability, 14 in infrastructure, number 2 in opportunity.
Infrastructure, opportunity, I understand because there's fucking nothing there. Infrastructure, I don't understand. And I think it was the 5th one. What was the 5th point?
1, 2, 3, 4. Economy is 44. 4 is fiscal stability. That's their number. They're number 4 in fiscal stability. Economy is 44. They're not very good in economy.
Yeah. So fiscal stability. So that means monetary stability, both on a personal level, but also a city and state level. I have nothing bad to say. Really, congratulations, because that means that their citizens are thriving.
Yeah, they're sitting there quietly doing pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
that is very good. Like, honestly, that's awesome.
Well, what's the only like major city they have? Des Moines? It's probably
That's
it.
what I
Right?
would
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, but yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. That's what's weird. Well, okay, so where's SIU at? Nate was there.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Not in, yeah. Illinois. Yeah.
Number 13, North Carolina. Number 12, North Dakota. Number 11, they're shit ranked in the crime category. They're number 47. They're pretty solid everywhere else except for fiscal stability. Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, we're in the top 10 now. Washington.
Colorado has some of the top most dangerous prisons in the United States.
Nice.
Yep.
Number 9, I've been here recently. I hate that asshole drivers is not on the list because I guarantee you they'd be top 5. But they're top 5 in a few other things like crime and corrections, education, healthcare, and natural environment. They are 5, 5, 2, and 3, respectively, in all those. 11 in economy, 36 in fiscal stability, 39 in infrastructure, 41 in opportunity. The state of Massachusetts. And I'll tell you, those bastards can't drive worth a shit. And you would think that if driving and education had anything to do with each other, they would be like bottom. Because those people drive like fucking morons. I've never seen such a group of goddamn stupid people on a road in my life. It's like they only give fucking morons driver's license in Massachusetts. They're like, oh, you're dumb? You can go die in traffic. Merge without looking, why don't you? Just jump right in front of God and everybody.
on the highway. Yeah, Massachusetts. The people in Massachusetts can't drive, so don't get that. Number 8 is South Dakota. Number 7, Vermont. Number 6, one of our neighbors. Number 1 in economy. Number 2 in education somehow. Number 13 in crime and corrections somehow. Maybe they're listing that backwards. Number 1 is who has the most crime. This is Florida, one of our neighbors.
Actually, no.
Maybe
They do. They would, wouldn't they? They would. I see, that surprises me, but it doesn't. They definitely. Fucking Florida's just Florida. Florida should be its own country too. You're with Hawaii.
Yeah.
A sovereign nation.
Yeah, you guys should be good Florida and evil Florida. And
Yeah.
evil Florida is just Florida.
And I'm gonna be honest. Even if you don't actually make that distinction politically, you should make that distinction on the map for visitors.
Yeah.
Because there are some areas that we shouldn't visit, and there are some areas we should. And as some stupid West Virginians, we need to know those. Yeah, Florida's probably the state that I want to visit the most and the least at the same time.
Florida's like the next big long travel that I'm probably gonna take is probably gonna be to Florida.
I highly recommend.
Yeah.
I'd give you some. Yeah.
Like I think in the wintertime, whenever if I get laid off in the wintertime as construction people usually do, I think me and Jocelyn are taking a trip.
We took our honeymoon down there. We visited a few places down there. I truly enjoyed it, but that was good.
Yeah, we want to go to Miami like young people, and then but we're gonna get there and we're gonna be like, wow, we're too old for this shit, and then we're gonna go somewhere else instead.
Nah, I don't think that at all. That's not Miami. I think you guys will be like, okay, this thing's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, it's kind of popping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Nebraska. Number 4, Minnesota. Number 3, make sure you don't go fishing on the back of a camel in this motherfucker, Idaho.
Whoa. Idaho, you fucking potatoes pushing you up to number 3, buddy. That's impressive.
Yeah, number 4 in economy.
Or number 5, yeah. That's crazy.
Number 2, New Hampshire. They are the safest place to live. Number 1 in crime and corrections, 16 in education, 12 in healthcare, 4 in natural environment. Everything else is it's number 6 in opportunity. And then number 1. I hate that this is number 1. I hate it. I hate it. No, we crossed them a little bit ago. They are number 7 in crime and corrections. They are number 4 in education. Number 14 in healthcare. 48 in natural environment. That's actually a surprise. Number 3 in economy. Number 1 in fiscal stability. Number 3 in infrastructure. Number 19 in opportunity. Utah.
I would not have guessed that.
I wouldn't have either.
Hats off to Utah. Glasses on for Utah. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's our rankings. That was fun. I like that. This has been long.
Guys, we ranked a lot here.
Yeah, we're ranking left and right.
Yeah, we should probably be. You know what? We're ranking so much, we might start cranking at some point, so we might have to end this here soon.
Well, speaking of cranking, Nathan, I talked to Nathan. That's really funny. I talked to Nathan at Folk Fest. We had a big long conversation about cranking balls. No, we didn't. We actually probably did at some point because it was the kind of conversation that we would have. He said that one of his buddies said that technically a pulled pork sandwich could be referred to as a cranked hog sandwich. And I thought, holy shit,
crap.
That's incredible. And it's right.
That's the most American statement that may have been uttered during this podcast. A pulled pork sandwich can be called a cranked hog sandwich.
Yeah. I told him to go over to Gill's and order.
That's immediately what I would have done. That's immediately what I would have done.
We had just gone over there. Is what sucked. It was like right after. I was like,
big guy.
I was like, dude, you should just go over and order a cranked hog sandwich. See if they give it to you.
He can afford it. He needs the calories. He's building muscle. He should have cranked that hog over at Gill's, bro. What the fuck?
Goddamn, that would have been funny.
That would have been so funny. That would have been so good. Nate, we miss you, buddy. Well, this has been an American Phil podcast. We've ranked a bunch of stuff. You know what? I'm going to rank a few things. One more time. Military strength, number 1. Defense spending, number 1. Active duty personnel, number 3. Total military personnel, number 2. Air Force, 1. Let's get out of there.
Oh my God.
Economy, number 1. GDP, not so good. Temperature, not so good. Population, number 3. Land area, number 3. The only thing that doesn't matter. Corn production, number 1. Beef production, number 1. Nobel Prize winners, number 1. You want to know why number 1? Because we're awesome. That's why. Number of billionaires, number 1. Number of trillionaires on paper, number 1. Elon Musk, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
Olympic medals all time, number 1. Stock market size, number 1 all time. Technology, number 1. Internet, number 1. Movie industry, number 1. Now, we suck in education. We suck in health. We suck in, well, that's really about the only 2 that I care to talk about because those are the only 2 that matter on today.
Yep.
We're pretty much awesome overall, and we're awesome.
I looked up other things that we were ranked number 1 in.
What are we else? What else?
Oil and gas production, brother.
That's actually very surprising. That means that
On the books, oil and gas production. Let's put it that way.
we are ranked number 1, and yet we don't fucking use our own. How much sense does that make, guys?
Yeah, we gotta run up the price of everything so we can go steal other people's shit.
Yeah, you want to complain about that war? The war was stupid. But you want to complain about the Strait of Hormuz? Well, you know what? Why don't we use our own shit? We don't need to fucking stockpile 150 years worth.
Cultural influence is another.
I believe that
the
100%.
shit out of that.
100%. We have the best. You know why we have the best culture? Because we have a mixed culture. Even though people try to see that or try to say that it's one-sided, it's not at all. We are literally a melting pot, a diversity pot. We are a college campus that is fucking thousands of miles wide, and we are just cool. And look, who else makes fucking glasses with stars on them to celebrate America's birthday other than America? Because America, fuck yeah. Come save the motherfucking day, yeah.
That reminds me, if we're gonna sign off,
I think that's the perfect way to sign up.
let me get us queued up here. Holy shit, I can't type.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
this
having
is-
so much trouble too.
I might have to find this on YouTube. I'm gonna see if it was on Apple Music, but I don't know if it is.
It is. I don't. Oh well, if you have it, it should be fine. Oh well. From all of us at Backward Band Podcast, we appreciate you being here for another episode. It's been great. It's been awesome.
Oh, hold on. That was not the right one. I'm sorry. I fucked this all up.
That's okay. We can restart.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do good old American revisionist history and act like we didn't do that.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, it didn't happen. I don't know anything.
Yeah, we can just we didn't do anything wrong.
We can embrace it.
Yeah, we didn't
You
do
do when you mess up history. You erase it.
especially here in America. Whenever you mess up history, you just lie and you tell everybody that you did.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hold on, there's gonna be an ad. I turned it down real quick before we got to the ad. Nope, no free promo from you, company that played this ad.
We're only sponsored by W Energy. Be better. From the Backward Band Podcast, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a happy and safe 4th of July. Make sure that you do just that and stay safe this weekend with your friends, family, or by yourself, no matter what. We appreciate you tuning in to another episode. And join us drinking some alcohol and finishing this song because why not? Until we decide to close this out. Because America, fuck yeah, we are awesome. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Independence Day, Eagles, guns, burgers.
Yeah, only the Animal Eagles though, not the Philadelphia.
Yeah, we don't like those. Pittsburgh Steelers, everything American,
Fuck
anything
yeah.
American, fuck yeah. We love you guys. We love this country. As should everybody. Yeah.
I like how they mentioned baseball and NFL. We're just gonna let this ride,
Yeah.
and
It's just gonna end
it
whenever
ends whenever it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not over already, is it? Oh, okay.
This song's like 3.5 minutes. I tried to buy this song. I can buy it on Apple Music, but all 4 times.
Well, I choose another one for this. This might be the greatest sign off we've ever had. The funny thing is, like, if anybody makes it to the end of this episode, they're not going to regret it.
Not at all.
I don't
Happy
think
4th
so.
of July, everybody. We hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you here for episode 80 in exactly 6 or 7 days from now.